most useless airport finally gets its first commercial flight, and it's late. The British island of St Helena, in the middle of the South Atlantic, welcomed its first 78 commercial airline passengers at just before 2 p.m. on Saturday, 45 minutes behind schedule. An airport dubbed the world's most useless has finally welcomed its first commercial flight. The British island of St Helena, one of humanity's most isolated outposts in the middle of the South Atlantic, was welcomed into the 21st century on Saturday. The long-awaited inaugural plane from Johannesburg touched down on the forbidding volcanic outcrop and, true to the much-maligned airport's checkered history, it was late. The UK taxpayer-funded development on the remote island welcomed its first 78 commercial airline passengers at just before 2 p.m. on Saturday, approximately 45 minutes behind schedule, following their departure from South Africa.St Helena Airport, built with £285 million of funding from the Department for International Development. Dfid was due to open last year, but the launch of commercial flights was delayed because of dangerous wind conditions. Further trials were carried out in August and the airport was given the go-ahead to begin operations by South African aviation authorities. Airlink's Embraer E190-100 IGW aircraft was due to land at 1:15 p.m. local time, 2:15 p.m. BST, on Saturday, but ended up touching down at 1:58 p.m., 2:58 p.m. BST. "I've never felt so emotional in all my life," said a Beware Green, a British travel operator who has been bringing tourists to the island, 1,200 miles. 1,900 kilometers west of the African nation of Angola, for the last 12 years. She had flown in specially from Scotland to be on the plane, and dabbed away tears as it touched down on the spectacular cliffside runway. "I never thought I'd see this day," she said. The 4,500 people living in St Helena, a British colony since 1658, most famous as the windswept outpost where French Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte breathed his last, might also be forgiven for thinking the day would never come. There has been talk of building an airport on St Helena since the 1930s. The best site, one of the few flat spaces on the notoriously craggy island, was ruled out because of the nearby breeding ground for the wirebird, an endangered species of plover. An airport at the new site, on top of a valley filled in with 8 million cubic meters of rock, suffered numerous setbacks and delays as costs ballooned to £285 million, the horror of the British government. The runway and terminal were completed in 2016, but the official opening was pushed back another year after test flights were buffeted by wicked crosswind, making it unsafe for large aircraft to use. With Britain mired in financial austerity, the London media were quick to condemn it as a white elephant, or the world's most useless airport, with a price tag of more than £60,000 for every cent, as the island's residents are known.